Hi guys. Hi guys, welcome to my channel Yashika Studyshala, and in this video we are going to study heat and its effects for class 7. Now let us move on to the definition of heat. First, when we stand in the sunlight we feel hot. When we touch a piece of ice we feel cold. That's because of the sensation of hotness or coldness, which is heat. Now, when you rub your hands together, they become warm. How does it happen? Because mechanical energy gets converted into heat energy. Uses of heat. Heat of burning coal was used to move steam engines. Burning coal is used to produce electricity in thermal power stations. Units of heat. I'm writing here units. Units Units of heat. Heat is measured in joules and calories. Heat is measured in joules and calories. Joules are the SI unit of heat. Let me write. SI unit. Joule is the SI unit of heat, and 1 kilojoule is equal to 1000 joules, and 1 kilocalorie is equal to 1000 calories. Relation between joules and calories. 1 calorie is equal to 4.184 joules. Effects of heat. Heat causes change in temperature, change in state, expansion, and chemical changes. Expansion is one of the effects of heat. Whether solid, liquid, or gas expand on heating and contract on cooling. They expand on heating and contract on cooling. And expansion is the most common effects of heat. Expansion. When heated, the particles, atoms and molecules in a substance vibrate more and move apart. The size of the particles remains the same, but the volume increases. Volume increases. When cooled, they contract. This was a box and add. This is a substance which has molecules closely packed to each other. But when they were heated, they started vibrating and moving apart from each other. This is an activity to know how solids expand on heating. There was a cold metal wall which could pass through the ring, but when we heated the metal ball, it expanded and could not pass through the ring. Expansion and contraction in liquids. When the liquid is heated, the molecules have more energy and move vigorously. The movement of the molecules overcome the forces of attraction and allow them to move freely. Thus, the volume of liquids increases. Now let us move on to expansion in liquids. One activity. Liquids expand when heated. When heating water in a beaker, you will initially notice a dip in the water level before the water level rises. Different liquids expansion and contraction in gases. As we know, in expansion, molecules gain power and move faster, and in contraction, they move slower. Volume increases in expansion and volume decreases in contraction. Let us study an activity to see how the molecules in gases expand on heating. In hot water, an activity to see how gases expand and contract. When we put a balloon in hot water, the, the balloon gets a little blown up when attached to the tube under hot water. And when we put a balloon in cold water, balloon gets sucked inside when attached to a tube under cold water. Take three small tubes or containers with label them A, B, and C. Put cold water in A, hot water in B, and mix. Mix in C. Make sure that the water is not so hot that you burn your hand. Put one of your hand in hot water and other in cold water. Then put both of them in normal water. You will observe that your left hand will tell that the water in mug C is hot, and right hand will tell that the water in the same mug is cold. Temperature. The degree of hotness or coldness of an object on some chosen scale is known as temperature. SI unit of temperature is Kelvin, and other units are Celsius and Fahrenheit. A device used to measure the temperature of a body on the principle of liquids expand on heating. Relation to some numericals in part 2. Now let us move on to laboratory thermometer. There are two types of thermometer, clinical and regular. Laboratory thermometer has a long narrow glass tube. Let me use this. It has a long narrow glass tube. It has a bulb at one end containing mercury scale in degrees Celsius. Range of laboratory thermometer is generally from -10 to -110 degrees Celsius. Sorry, it's from -10 degree to 110 degrees Celsius. Measuring temperature with laboratory thermometer. Tap water in a beaker. Some tap water in a beaker. Dip the thermometer in the water so that the bulb of the thermometer does not touch the bottom or sides of the beaker. Hold the thermometer vertically and straight. You should hold the laboratory thermometer straight. Mercury level rises. Wait till the level of mercury. Note the level of mercury with the temperature of water. This will be the temperature. And for guys, you cannot do like in which we do in the normal thermometers. We take it out and then we see the temperature by giving by because a laboratory thermometer does not have any kink. We will study what is kink in clinical thermometer later. So we have to keep an eye straight on the mercury level to see the accurate level. Now let us move on to clinical thermometer. The construction which is kink, it is here. It is a hook-like structure which prevents the backflow of mercury, and it is used to measure the body temperature, as we all know. Reading a clinical thermometer. Wash the thermometer with an antiseptic solution. We should always wash the clinical thermometer before use and after use. Give it few jerks because the kink is present, so the mercury should had not been in its original form. So we have to give it few jerks to bring the level of mercury below 35 degrees. Then keep the bulb under your tongue. After some time, take the thermometer and note the reading. This will be the body temperature. So guys, I will prefer you to make a table to learn the difference between a clinical and a laboratory thermometer. Now let's move on to the next slide. Bujo got a naughty idea. Wanted to measure the temperature of hot milk with clinical thermometer. Paheli stopped him from doing so. Why? Paheli stopped him from doing so because the temperature of the hot milk can be 40 more than 42 degrees Celsius, and then if the mercury will expand more than the clinical thermometer's range, then the thermometer can be blasted. So we should not do anything like Pujo. Should not be so naughty like Pujo. Digital thermometers have LCD display. They have a watching this video. Till then, bye guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe, like, or turn the gray thumb blue. You can say both. Like and share. Till then, bye guys. Let me draw a cute smile.